Hello, you all. It's Bobcat here. I'm back with another rant, and pardon me if I sound like I am being bossy or grumpy. I don't mean to do that. Sometimes my voice, the way it sounds, is kind of weak, so I stress when I talk louder, like I am now, and it makes me sound grumpy. My mother's always telling me, "Bobby, you sound so grumpy." No, I don't mean to. My apologies. I don't mean to sound like I'm jumping down your throat or anything like that. It's just my stupid voice. But I do have some things I need to talk about, some risks people are taking, and first one I'm going to address is the biting insects, particularly mosquitoes. I've seen this mentioned before. You got some real know-it-alls out there that got smart mouths on them, like to say certain things that's not true, or they're stupid. That's all I'm going to say. I see one person suggests that the best thing to do for mosquitoes is just be tough. Get out there among them and toughen up and endure it and go on. No, that's stupid. Okay, I'm not going to say foolish. I'm not going to be nice. That is stupid. Mosquitoes are considered the deadliest creature in the world because they carry diseases. And they kill millions of people yearly because they are deadly. A lot of people out there want to say, well, mosquitoes aren't really the deadliest creature in the world because it's the disease and everything. Well, all right, well, the snakes aren't really deadly either. It's just they're venomous. Tigers aren't really deadly. It's just their claws. They say stupid things. No, the mosquito is absolutely deadly because it has the ability to transmit diseases and kill people. The idea is not that how tough you are. The idea is being wise and doing things to avoid bites, trying to avoid getting sick, to get diseases. You need to wear nets and put on chemicals such as DEET, or maybe go look up Bushcraft Diva and see her recipe for the Four Thieves repellent, or maybe look up what's called punky dope or something like that. Try to avoid getting bit so you don't get a disease that could make you sick for a short time, or maybe a lifetime, or maybe even kill you. There are ticks out there that can cause you to be paralyzed for life. You need to avoid these things. Wear appropriate clothing. Check your bodies over. Wear chemicals if you have to. Know where you're going to be. What's there? Ticks, mosquitoes, black flies, whatever else. I mean, don't sit there and say, "Well, I'll just be tough and I'll endure it." No, I'll get immune to a disease and I'll be okay. No, that's not going to happen. You can get sick and die. The idea is not being tough. The idea is avoiding things. That is the wise way. Something else that gets on my nerves is I understand the military guys, and pardon me, I was never in the military. I tried to get in the military, they would never have me. I even lost weight, got myself in pretty good shape after the September 11th attacks on the United States. I'm patriotic. I got very, very mad, wanted to join and go fight. I was hot-headed, still am. But the military just never will accept me. I've got certain weaknesses and illnesses, including asthma, and they just wouldn't have me. I'm sorry, I wanted to go. My grandfather, World War II vet, and I always feel like I never done my part because I never got in. I'm in my 40s now. There's no way I'm going. But, excuse me. But no, I mean no disrespect, and I understand y'all are trained, you do your little lean-to, stuff like that. However, that's quite a risk. A lot of people get smart-mouthed with me when I try to post things on certain forums and everything, and I mention stuff about no protection and animals. Don't you worry about wild animals? And they're like, oh, well, if you're worried about wild animals, then no, you must be a coward. And no, I'm wise. Animals attack people constantly, just happening more because we encounter more deforestation, stuff like that. The kind of things cause us to have more and more contact with them. They seem to be getting braver too. Bears and stuff like that are known to attack. There's nothing cowardly about understanding that animals can attack. Deer have known to attack people also. Trying to tell somebody they're a coward because they're trying to figure out how to avoid being attacked by a wild animal is stupid on your behalf. You are stupid. People have been attacked. People have been killed. Black bears killed more than grizzlies because people underestimate black bears. I'm on the eastern side of the United States. We have coyotes here. They're not the small coyotes on the west side of the United States. These are German Shepherd-sized canines, and they are considered a super predator, and they're powerful, and they're bad, they're not scared, and they will kill you. It usually don't happen, but there have been attacks. My neighbor, it's been about a decade ago, he was attacked. They was getting his chickens. He shot the daggone thing with a 12-gauge shotgun and it charged him. He had to take the butt of his gun and hit the coyote to keep it from biting him. He was charged. He was attacked. He just didn't get bit. He was shot when he done it. These things can be dangerous, and when you don't have, when you're sitting there in the open like that in a little lean-to, and you're just under a blanket, you are welcoming something to grab a hold of you, or sneak up on you while you're asleep and grabbing a hold of you. And even if you're not worried about bears, stuff like that, you do need to worry about snakes. Now, I know personally, 'cause I live in the hills of eastern Kentucky, and I've woke up before snakes close to me. One time I woke up and the copperhead was facing me. It took me a few minutes to spot it. Till I woke up, I'm kind of somebody who it takes a while to wake up. But I think it was crawling toward me when it spotted me and stopped. Now, I'm not really sure. I didn't see it crawling toward me. But it was in a crawling position and looking at me when I spotted it. It was a couple feet away from me. That's the reason I like tents. I like being enclosed because snakes can't get in there on you. It helps. I mean, some of you people talk about, how it gets dark on you. You have to set your tents up at night. How you know you have to set your tent up under a big hornet's nest or something? And that nighttime you set your tent up, you won't bother because it's dark. But come morning time, all of a sudden you're getting eat up because you didn't realize the hornet's nest is up on that tree, and you set your lean-to below it, and they found you. Tents offer protection. Now you need to utilize them. I don't care what kind of training you got. Well, you got to a copperhead or rattlesnake or bees, or in some places they got really bad venomous spiders and centipedes and things. I mean, and in case of bigger animals like coyotes, big cats, bears, things like that, I know a tent won't stop them, but if they start coming into the tent, they're probably not going to rip through it quickly and easily. They're probably going to start making noise, stuff like that. That will give you warning. You can then reach for your firearm and your flashlight and begin, to protect yourself. If you're smart, you probably got some kind of radio, put earplugs in, it's got a loud siren, about 120 decibels, and run it out of there when you turn the siren on. But for all you people out there want to mouth off, well, if you're scared of growth animals and everything, you're just a coward. Now listen, you fool, you stupid person. It's a real danger, and you really need to be prepared. If you think people are cowardly because they're trying to figure out stuff about animals, I have personally dealt with wild animals. They will kill you. Now, I didn't get hit. But me, my father, and my neighbor, just a couple hundred yards from where I'm standing right now, was outside one night, and the coyotes come in on the field on us out there. They spent quite a bit of time watching us. We didn't fire a gun. The neighbor had a gun. We didn't fire the gun because it's the middle of the night, and neighbors around here didn't want to wake them up. They had to work. But I have spotlights out there and stuff, and the coyotes did not run. They were literally sitting down and watching us. They were trying to figure us out. And we had started walking in and out of the holler down there, and we think they followed us back. They didn't like us going down in there and trying to figure us out. Coyote attacks have happened. In Kentucky here, in the eastern side of the United States, they are super predator. They're big. They can take you down. It's dangerous. So all you mouthy idiots out there that want to pop off to me, the other ones about, being scared while animal attacks about the woods anyways because you're a coward, you can go to hell. Animals can kill. And animal attacks are on the rise. Go anywhere and find that information out. Happen more often, we'll get more encounters. There's no sense laying out in the open and being asleep and let one have the opportunity to get full advantage of you and kill you while you're asleep. Barricade yourself into a tent so you at least have a little bit of warning and time to react. Carry a loud radio of some kind that has a good siren that's very loud and can probably drive it off. Carry lights with you, carry firearms. I personally have been told by Forestry Service on more than one occasion, when I go into the woods, never ever go alone, and everybody carry a firearm because there are things out there that can kill you. Now, I've been told this more than once by Forestry Service. They tell people there are dangerous things out there. Never be alone in the woods. Carry a firearm with you to protect yourself. Now, I've been told that more than once. So all you out there want to mouth off, no, I'm sorry I got hot-headed, but when somebody pops out to me about being scared, it gets on my nerves. It's not me, it's you, that's the stupid fool idiot, okay? So sorry for the rant, sounding bossy and being hateful, but I get mad sometimes. I got a temper on me, and I don't like being mouthed off too, and And people are taking some risks they don't need to be taking. You know, I understand people got training, stuff like that, but it's a different story when a coyote pack starts pulling you apart in the middle of the night. Tent is a wise thing for anybody. Or enclosed hammock. I certainly see the point. I've never used a hammock, but I certainly see the point because I can see how they can be comfortable. If you know how to dress it up and keep yourself warm, that is. But anything that encloses you and gives you a chance to react is better than being out in the open and all of a sudden something's got a hold of you, or being bit in the face by a rattlesnake. You're probably not going to survive, and if you do, it ain't going to be nice. It's going to suck. It's probably going to deform your face and everything else. And I've seen people bit and everything. I didn't see it personally, but on television. And their leg swollen. They got bit in the leg and swollen so daggone bad. It was ripping. They cut the skin open to keep it from ripping the skin open. And that's some very bad swelling, y'all. So you need to take it serious. Wrap yourself up. Try to bundle in. Try to climb into a tent. Avoid being out in the open for numerous reasons. There are dangers, and the wise thing to do is to give yourself as much time to react as possible to defend yourself from whatever there may be. To avoid being waking up by surprise, attacked by some kind of animal or snake bit or something like that. It's not cowardly or anything like that. It's wise. Are you people that kind of just sit there in front of the enemy with the gunfire and everything, so they're hiding in a ditch is cowardly? No, you need to try to avoid getting hit by bullets so you can turn fire and try to take out the enemy. If everybody just stood up and take them, we'd lose wars real quick because, hiding in a foxhole was a cowardly thing to do. I stood up and just let them shoot at me because if I jumped in the foxhole, that's cowardly. You're stupid, you're going to die. That's all there is to it. So, you see the point here? See how stupid you are for mouthing off? Yeah, avoid things. Get you a tent.